So this video, I want to walk you through these service learning projects. If I'm not mistaken, we're going to be working in groups. So one of the things you might want to start thinking about is who you want to have in your group. And the service learning projects, I'll tell you later when the due date is, but let's just go through and first discuss what it is. It's a project that in which a group or students you're going to do something good for the community. It might not be related to your area of study, but it will be like a community service project. It may be something that is related. It's student centered, and it can be an activity that allows us to think outside the box. Some service learning projects may be created by the person that's doing the project, but we have a list of projects here, so that's not going to be the case here. It should be equally mutually beneficial. In one way it should benefit the person that's receiving the service, and in the other way it should benefit you. And the reason I'm saying that is because it should help you grow as a person. And so let's look at here the steps in achieving the service learning project. I'm not going to go through all of this because you can read it in the package, but just the steps. First, define the task. What do you want to do? What's the nature and the context of the project, and is it consistent with the university mission? That's important. Part 2 is carrying out the project. Describe and explain the rationale for the project or the reason for the project. What are your goals and what will you achieve? So these are all things to think about when you pick your service learning project. You need to be able to define these particular criteria. Part 3, what's the outcome and the impact? What's the impact on the community? What's the impact on the person? What did I learn? How did it enhance my capability to understand similar projects? How did the activity increase my ability to engage in critical discourse? And what's the impact on the institution? Any project that you do as a representative of Tuskegee is going to reflect back on the university. So what impact did we have on the university in our project? And then the difference here with the service learning project is the reflection part, which is part D. And it helps to put the project in perspective and to also give some clarity as to what did I see, who did I meet, why did we need to be doing this in the community? And so this is something that you want to think about. This will all be a part of what you turn in. If you scroll down here, here's the grading rubric. You see the summary is a 250 word essay, and it's going to be graded on the action plan. It's going to be graded on the project in context to the university mission, which the projects are already chosen, so all of them should align with the mission of the university. And it's going to be graded on the demonstrated understanding of the service learning project. All right, so that's the rubric. Here's your action plan. These are the questions you need to answer for your action plan. Why did I choose this project? Who is my target audience? What will I need for this service learning project? How does this service learning project support Tuskegee's mission? And then if you see here, this is something that'll have to be turned in. You can upload it to Blackboard. I'm going to put it up as a Word document so you can actually fill it in and upload it to Blackboard. You see the date submitted, student names here. This is where you put your group names and ID numbers, and then the date, the hours, and the site coordinator. You'll have to take this with you so that the site coordinator can actually make comments and sign it. And you'll see all the other information that you can fill in here. One thing to note here is that the service learning project has to cover a total of 20 hours. And so you might want to be really judicious about how you're going to break those hours down and how you're going to balance your time, because this is we're getting toward the end of the semester, so you're going to have exams and finals. So that's going to be really critical to work closely with your team to be able to figure out how you're going to divide the time up. All right, so let's go here to the list of projects, and this is here you see Tuskegee open houses listed. You see that the campus cleanup is also listed. Founders Day, and all the site coordinators are over here. You'll see several different site coordinators, and it will be up to the group leader to get in touch with the site coordinator in order to make plans to attend and assist with these projects. You see here H. Dyer, Let's Move. That's a marathon. You can actually volunteer with that. Walking Wednesdays. Also, you can volunteer with that. One of the things that I know I hold kind of near and dear to my heart is the gardening project, where you grow and sell vegetables and plants. Dr. Willard Collier is a chemistry professor in my department. Also, another very intriguing project is the Stop the Violence campaign. We've lost several students since I've been working at Tuskegee. We've lost several students to senseless violence, so it might be something worth thinking about and something worth getting involved with, even if it's just sticking signs in the ground. I saw some signs over by the middle school, but this will be a wonderful project for a group to tackle, because I know that they're doing a lot of good work in the community. Or you can come up with your own project, but if you do, it's going to have to be approved by me. You'll have to get permission before you could do it. All right, so if you have any questions, just feel free to email, send me a tweet, call me, or drop by my office.